Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Valentine now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission. Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a run around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 26. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got it. On 1st down, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Again, it's Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase from 6 yards away. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Von Bell. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Valentine now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And he he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Slant pass to Bullard. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. They go play action with Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past...